Hello everyone, this is Jennifer and I'm ready to work through another lesson with you. Today we're going to do the linked triple crochet stitch. I realize I maybe didn't pick a very good yarn for the swatch because it's pretty dark, but I think you can see it. It makes a nice tall stitch, but it is dense and there's not a lot of stretch. You can I think just by using a larger hook than you normally would, you can increase the stretch a little bit. I'm using my size I for another project, so I have it in a different room right now, so I just grabbed an H. But using maybe a J, an I or a J would help with the stretch a little bit. But it's very nice. It's a very tall stitch, but it's not open, so it would make a great Afghan, especially for people who don't like a lot of holes in their Afghans. So to get started, like with all of these other linked stitches, you can have any number of chains. And I've chosen a brighter yarn for this. So you want to start it pretty much how we've started all the other linked ones, where you insert your hook into the second chain, pull up a loop, and then the next one. And then for triple crochet, we do one more because we would typically be working into this stitch to do a regular triple crochet. And so for this, we have a turning chain of 3. And so then we finish it like a regular triple. We go through 2 and 2 and 2. So now what we're doing is, you see these 2 bars right here? Those are what we're going to be working into. Well, there's one right here at the top too, but that's the actual top of the stitch. So we're not going to do anything with that. We're going to insert into that first one, drop a loop, into the next one, drop a loop, and then into the next chain. Then we finish it like a triple crochet. Draw through 2. Oops. Sometimes it happens through 2. Through 2. Insert into the first one, draw up a loop, into the next one, and then to our next chain. Draw through 2. Draw through 2, draw through 2. So you notice some people call it a triple crochet and some people call it a treble crochet. They essentially mean the same thing, but I always call it a triple crochet, and the reason for that is because treble crochet is more of a UK term. It is used a lot here in the US, but it is mostly a UK term. I don't think in the UK they use the term triple, and we'll use both. The problem is they are talking about 2 different stitches. A UK treble is not the same as a US treble or triple. And because I don't think triple crochet, the term, is used in the UK, that's the one I use, so that people know I mean a US triple. And so, you know, if you're looking up other videos and you see a lot of things for treble crochet, you don't really know if you're going to get the stitch that you are looking for. I've just been crocheting along and haven't given any more instruction. It's the same thing. I'm trying to get across the row so I can show you what to do when you turn for the next row. So it's the same repeat over and over. You're working through these 2 bars and then into the chain, and then you're finishing it like a regular triple crochet. The curl, it's getting in the way. Oop, I keep doing that. That's also why it's important to pay attention when you download a new pattern, to pay attention to whether the pattern uses UK crochet terms or US crochet terms, because again, they're not always the same. A US single crochet is a UK double crochet, and so it throws all the other stitches after that off. And so just be aware what sort of language your pattern is using. I don't think every designer is aware of the differences, so they don't all specify. I always do. It's in all of my Etsy listings. I mention that it's US terms. Maybe I shouldn't have chained so many for this. It's taking a while to get across. But I think we're getting there slowly. And once I turn and show you that, I'm not going to go too much further because after that it's just the same every row. There we go. One more stitch there. Okay, that's our first row. And then to work our second one, we need to work our turning chain of 3. 2 and 3 and turn. And so we want to go into the second chain from the hook, pull up a loop. It's just like we did to start with the chain. And then into the next one. And then into our first stitch. And then pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2. You can see how tall that is, how tall these stitches are. So once you can build up some speed, I'm still a little slow at this stitch, but once you get it a little faster, you can really, the stitches are so tall. It would make just a lot of great things you could do with this stitch. But also, I like to use triple crochet just regular because I like the gaps in the middle. But if for some reason you didn't want to have them, boy, this sure doesn't have any. It is very dense. So, it's a pretty good stitch to learn. I've never really made anything with it, but maybe I will. 2 again, and through 2, and that is what you do. Every stitch, every row, that is linked triple crochet. So make sure to leave me a comment, let me know how you like this stitch, what you're going to make with it, and I will see you in the next video.